What is there anything that you want to speak on that matter, Nancy?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting too, but on the flip side of it as well, um, he probably saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do all of this because when Trump gets in there, he's gonna try to, you know, try to probably pardon himself
Hmm.
from his charges."
Hmm.
And then, and then, um, I took a look at some of the breakdown of the pardons. So I was curious to see how many of us, was included in that numbers. And according to USA Today, I found it like interesting that out of there were at least what 37, yeah, 37 pardons that were, Black Americans. So so I found that pretty interesting. It's good. But yeah, it's sketchy, but I think he's just doing it because hey, we know the next administration is gonna be trying to do the same thing. So
Facts.
I guess what's good is for the goose is good for the gander. So
It's good for the goose.
Off top.
Man, $50 billion as a loan. I want to get to this next video, but so what we got going on right now is crazy. Like, I'm not sure if anybody's paying attention to the climate, you know what I'm saying, or what's going on. But they say we about to go and liquidate. We're gonna take out some of these frozen assets of $50 billion. Matter of fact, we're gonna take hold on, let's play this video, man. Hold on, I need you to tell me what you think about this video, bro. Tell me what you think.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
The United States and G7 are now making good on that commitment. Together, we will leverage income earned from frozen Russian sovereign assets to provide a total of $50 billion of extraordinary revenue acceleration ERA loans to Ukraine. This will lend vital support to the people of Ukraine as they defend their country, and it also makes clear aggressors and tyrants will be responsible for the damage they cause.
Right, A3 right now.
We will go
So,
to the full extent,
right.
how far this goes.
Now this is my thing, right? Anytime it's a loan, right? Not only do you got to pay it back, but there's interest accrued to that thing, right?
Man.
So the fact that they say we gonna go and use somebody else's liquidated funds to pay these motherfuckers for a fund or a loan, yeah, you got to pay us back for that loan on interest. That's the game is dirty, baby. What you think? What's your thought?
I mean, for everybody that was talking about it's for the economy, here go another opportunity for you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, for real? Like, I mean, this the first layer of icing on a cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread. Matter of
That's a
fact,
lot of money.
you could say we're gonna take all this money over here and do this for this particular war, but how many people are starving in this country? How many people really need help, home assistance, and all this shit? Like,
Again, like with the incoming administration, they all about cuts. And so to do this, right, send this money off before they hit the cuts. It's almost
you have to spend the bread. Actually, it's just like grants, like a grant. You got to get that bread out if you want some more bread to come in for the next fiscal year.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna put it here at the home because you know they ain't gonna. You know the next administration about to cut literally like everything.
Facts.
So you gonna send. That's what I'm saying. You sending a boatload off before they cut everything in house. What's for us?
Nothing, like always.
That's a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face.
Man, all right.
Disrespectful.
Beyond disrespectful, right? All right, so
Exactly.
it's getting deeper, right? Because of the I would say the climate of transitioning from one president to the next.
True.
We got this other video, right? And Doug Ford is talking about he about to cut the energy for America. Like, so this is nuts, man. Let's hear what he has to say real quick.
Bet.
A2.
Down to Michigan, going down to New York State, and over to Wisconsin. I don't want this to happen, but my number one job is to protect Ontario, Ontarians and Canadians as a whole. This is coming. It's not if it is, it's coming. And it's coming January 20th or 21st. And we need to be prepared. We need to stand as a country. We need to stand united as Canadians and work hand in hand and shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues across the country, and we're ready to do it.
I mean, the totality of everything going on right now.
Yeah, right. Tell me what you think, Nancy.
It's once again, just like we were talking about last week with the president of Mexico, about the same thing with Canada. I remember when Trump first made a statement, about the fact that he was going to, and I'm just paraphrasing how he was going to try to, take over Canada. So it's like, so then also now we have him talking about imposing tariffs on Canada, not in all of this in an effort to try to, I guess, force jobs back into the economy. Not understanding, and I don't think he even cares because he's so tunnel visioned about what he wants,
That part.
that not even taking into consideration the consequences of those actions. Should he impose tariffs? Now, guess what? The money that the companies are supposed to be, those fees and et cetera, now they're going to pass them on to the consumers. And so now here it is, we may be paying $100, for example, maybe a pair of Nikes, $120 maybe. Now, guess what? Those same pair of Nikes may go up maybe 50, 60, $100. So all of this is going to be like a domino effect.
Right.
And then, and so now we're not gonna, a lot of people, they're not getting raises on their jobs. They're not, and it's hard trying to find a second job, hard trying to find a second source of income to supplement what they already have, and how is America supposed to make it? Because some of these companies are going to be stubborn and they're not going to bring those jobs back. They are going to pass that on to the consumers. They're not going to want to absorb that cost onto themselves. You may have a small, maybe a few, but as a whole, that GDP it's not going to be pretty at all. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for the average American, those that are in the middle and lower class. It's going to be very hard. And they're already talking about the middle class. It looks like the middle class, the middle class is dwindling. So you're going to have like the upper class, and then you're going to have the lower class, no in between. And it's bad enough as it is that we're not getting a break. It's like that our foots are being put on our necks constantly, constant, and it's going to get worse. So, but yeah,
that's I feel you on that. It's always the calm before the storm, right?
Yes.
And that's where we at right now. We right in the middle of the eye of the hurricane, and just to show like the severity of the situation. Let's jump over to Iran and these missiles, right? They are, see, man, oh my God. The fact that they said, if you use these missiles, you're going to have to pay for it, America. Next day, they say, oh, nigga, you use the missiles. Listen, why are you calling these people's bluff, man? We the ones that got to suffer from this shit. Not your punk ass with the goddamn bunker. You know what I'm saying? It's the people in the cities that got to pay for this, man. So let's run this next video real quick. I want you to just see how they are just.
You took that real personal.
Yeah, cause nigga, I'm the one that's gonna get broke the fuck up. Not you. Shit. Play the video.
Watch out, Jack.
Anticipated those warnings that had come from the White House, US officials saying there was an imminent threat of an Iranian attack on Israel from Iran.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they warned earlier, that official, that there would be serious consequences if they launched that attack.
Man, they said it's gonna be serious consequences if you do it. Don't do it, America. We ain't playing. Nigga, we are ready for nuclear, you understand me? Oh, go ahead, y'all. Y'all could use them.
Yeah, 2024. F around and find out.
Oh my God. You definitely.
They sent them.
You definitely finna find out. Oh my God. So, what's your thoughts on that?
Cuzzo, what you think?
Unknown caller.
These countries ain't playing. They ain't playing. You know, if they continue on, and especially us, because we thinking that, you know, we the bee's knees. So we already thinking we can go do, you know, basically what we want to do. But then also too, you know, we call ourselves trying to be, you know, the savior, you know, to the world. And sometimes, in my opinion only, sometimes we need to mind our own business. Because sometimes some things are not meant for us to be like, you know, dibbing and dabbing. And especially if we look at how things are going over there in the Middle East and et cetera, these are all going according to biblical, you know, times in which it was predicted that this was going to continually occur. But this is as a result of the wars going on between the clans during the Bible times, and it's just still happening today in present day. So yeah, we're in the midst of, it's almost as if we're like in the midst of a hot zone. You know, just there's so much going around us that's happening. And some of it is as a result of our actions. And some of it is as a result of, you know, just our inactions as well. So
No, I agree with you, Cuzzo. Turbulent times. We in these turbulent times. Like the last days.
I mean, they say it's gonna be wars and rumors of wars, right? All right, so let's get to the next one, man. Let's go to the next one, right? Because they are blowing up this place, man. Like disrespectful. Like, look at this next video, man. It's sad.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's a magnitude of 3.0 earthquake. That's how heavy it's hitting. God, dog, they are. Oh my God, I feel real sorry for those people over there, man. Because we over here going to Starbucks, going to McDonald's, going to work like everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like as if the shit can't happen to us. That's the scary part. We are just so non-complacent as if like ain't nothing gonna happen to us over here. Like we can't be touched.
Yeah, I mean, we trying to bully Mexico. We throwing bows at Canada. we making sure the whole Middle East got smoke. That right there.
And then you get the most arrogant of presidents possible to be on the front line. Like what? But then again, right? Then again, let's get to this next one. Let's get to the next one. Let's see if Trump has anything to say about this part. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight's dramatic video capturing the moment a Russian general is assassinated in Moscow. He walks out. Seconds later, an explosion rocking a quiet street early this morning. The body of Lieutenant General Igor Kirillov and his assistant later seen lying on a snow-covered sidewalk. The bomb was attached to a scooter and detonated remotely. A Ukrainian security source briefed on the matter tells NBC News. One video of the killing seems to be filmed from the back of a car. That Ukrainian security source tells NBC News the security service of Ukraine carried out the killing, saying Kirillov was a, quote, legitimate target because he ran the Russian army's chemical weapons program. Tonight, in Russia, a prosecutor in a televised address calling Kirillov's death a murder and terrorist act. Former President and Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev calling on colleagues to stand in honor of the general and urging investigators to find the killers. All of it comes after President-elect Trump again called for a deal to end the war.
We got to stop it. It's carnage.
Tonight, Russian security officials are under pressure to explain an assassination so close to the Kremlin. Lester?
All right, Keir Simmons, thanks.
Now, so check this out, right? There's a couple things I noticed about this, right? Would you pay attention to that video, right? My thing is this, right? I'm a photographer, videographer. I'm behind the camera, right? A lot of times we don't ask these questions, such as, who was recording? We always look at the motherfucking video. But the question you should ask is, who's behind the camera recording this?
Martin Scorsese?
So this is the thing, right? You about to assassinate somebody, and you got a great view. Bam! Blow this motherfucker up, right? Who put the camera there? Who's really watching? And then not only that, how did the government get that footage?
The camera was conveniently outside of the blast radius.
Just so happen, right, out the, so it won't get affected, so you can still get the footage.
The windshield, none of that.
Nothing got affected.
None. No crack, no sound impact. I'm telling you, man, that's Ryan Coogler. They had Ryan Coogler off. They put the electric scooter.
Yeah.
Hey, if that ain't America, I don't know what is. We gonna sit an electric scooter outside your flat.
That was American move. That was an American move. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's get to this next video, right? Because we talking about right now. We talking about weapons, right?
Definitely.
Right? Because we're in warfare. So let's talk about these different weapons we got. Let's see what America got. Right? Let's play this next one real quick.
The weapon is named the non-discernible microbionoculator in a CIA memo, but it is more commonly known as the heart attack gun. This is how it works. The gun itself is practically a normal .45 with a round sight attached on top, but inside it's quite unique. It works by electricity. Here in the handle of the gun is a small battery that powers everything. The gun fires a small dart. You put the dart in here. When the trigger is pulled, it shoots out almost silently and reaches its target over a surprisingly long distance.
What range does it have? 100 meters, I believe, about.
These darts are a key part of the weapon. They come in different sizes. One of them is so thin that the target doesn't even realize they've been hit.
A special one was developed which potentially would be able to enter the target without perception.
The darts are coated with the shellfish poison, which gives the target an apparent heart attack. In a later iteration, the CIA found a way to freeze the deadly poison into a tiny pellet so they could fire it directly.
So when it reached the person, it would melt inside them, and the only thing would be like one little tiny red dot on their body, which was hard to detect. There wouldn't be a needle left or anything like that in the person.
About that straight mad
But also
science.
the toxin itself would not appear in the autopsy?
Yes, so that there was no way of perceiving that the target was hit.
Man, ain't no telling how many.
A3.
Boy.
That's cool. Look. So, I wonder, does that explain why we have so many people who just so happen to pass away from a heart attack?
Oh yeah, no, that might be why they claim the CIA and the media and stuff, man. Because a lot of celebrities, they go quick.
By heart attack or car accident or pneumonia. It's always the same three. It's always the same three. We're gonna keep it moving, man. I want to see what the rest of these weapons look like. Let's get to this next video.
That was a serious one right there.
That's some American.
So China has currently broken 2 world
American.
records with their drone shows that they were
What
doing. The most recent
incarnations?
one being in Shenzhen, which featured 10,197
man?
drones
What we-
lighting
No.
up the sky in celebration of the National Day. Now, this world record event took place on September 26th at Shenzhen Bay Park, and it set a new Guinness World Record for the largest number of drones flying simultaneously and also the largest aerial images created by drones. Now, they titled this segment Sky City, which drones were depicting tons of things in, regards to the architecture of the city, the heritage of the city, and they were paying tribute to traditions of the city. Now this was a week-long event, and each night they were doing this drone show with over 10,000 drones that are acting in unison to create these images of things across the sky. Drone swarm technology is enabling the coordination of these thousands of drones from a single computer. Now, obviously, this has wide-ranging implications as far as beyond entertainment, like potential applications in surveillance, defense, and logistics. Obviously, this could be real spooky if that was used against, say, an aircraft carrier or something like that. Now, I'm sure that countermeasures for drone swarms have been developed over the years by tons of different host nations, and I'm sure that they're getting put onto ships and other large vehicles to prevent this type of thing from being able to affect them, but it is still kind of spooky.
Boy.
Speak on it, Nancy. Come on now. Speak on it.
No, I was just going to ask a question because I just wonder, it's fascinating to see all those drones in the sky like that and the way in which they were able to create all of those, the cities and the planes. And that was just, wow,
Amazing.
mind-blowing. And because I love sci-fi, so anything that has to do with technology and things like that, I'm always fascinated by it. But then on the other hand, it has me wondering about some of these sightings that we keep seeing throughout the United States. And it's like, is this part of that? It may be reaching, but it makes me wonder if they're able to do all of this with all of these drones and create all of these things. Man, some of these sightings that we see, it may explain what it is that we're actually looking at and why our government can't get a handle on what it is. It just really has me wondering.
So this is my take on it, right? I've always been saying for many, many years that we're going to end up seeing Jesus walking on a cloud, right? And it's got to be showcased all over the world, blah, 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 right? And I was wondering, how would they do that? Like maybe a giant telescope that shoots a not a hieroglyphic, what am I looking for? Hologram in the sky. But I'm like, that's, But now, you know what I'm saying, that I drive down I-25 in Colorado, I see a drone show every fucking night when I go to work, right? Like, what the hell is that? I'm thinking it's like wires connected. No, it's drones in the air creating all these images, like making the horse a DIA, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So it's like, okay. So if America is already using it, and we all of a sudden see all these drones come into our motherfucking airspace and blah, 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 boom, 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 but yet China's over here showing the world's biggest showcase event with drones showing, we could show you this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's how it's going to be done. That's my opinion. That's my take on it. I think they're going to use drones to deceive the people. You know what I'm saying? They've been showing us. Yes. We're going to get so used to seeing it. And then after a while, oh, look at that. The Lord came back. You tripping. That's drones. Let's keep going. That's my take on it, right? So the next video shows some more technology that China's using. All this could be warfare. I mean, all weapons. Let's run it. Run this next video, right? Check this shit out.
Nope, this is not CGI, and China has just created the most terrifying war weapon that we do not have protection from. A physicist named Chu just announced during a terrifying presentation that an invisibility cloak is now a real thing, with experts saying that they plan on not only having this being used on people, but weapons, with the next generation of combat aircrafts going under trial with this technology. Not only can it hide any object and person behind it, it is also believed to be able to hide a person through heat-sensing cameras. With a lot of high security areas using heat sensors, this could be a real threat, allowing anyone to get past the nation's highest security. At the presentation, Chu had 2 workers hold a panel in front of him, and when they rotated the panel, Chu turned completely invisible, with Chu stating a haunting phrase, "Science fiction has now become real." The panel uses light bending technology to hide the person directly behind it, revealing just the background. Named quantum stealth, many fear it going into the wrong hands and into those who may do terrible things with it. And with even the people who created it not having a solution on how to combat this, it could be very dangerous.
It ain't waterproof.
What,
You know
do
what
we
I'm
know?
saying?
Do we know if it's waterproof?
It don't make a difference. If the water dropping,
it may mess up. It may mess up the technology. True indeed. But the fact
you
that
behind the coat. Look, you behind the coat and the water drop.
yeah, true.
I still see you.
But
what you doing?
The fact that let's do it like this. If there's a speckle of truth to this, and the people, the Chinese people, not the government, but the Chinese people have access to this motherfucking capability. Come on, what you think they government got? We ain't got a chance if we have to fight these the North Korea or China or Japan. We ain't got a chance. First of all, let's when we get to the next video, right? Because this, because their technology, we are so behind.
Cause I want to say something.
Come on, cuz, what you got? What you got? Come on now, cause I see you itching over there.
I'm just like, even though it's fascinating, but it freaks me out, because if they're able to create something like that just makes it disappear, and then they're saying, talking about, if it gets into the wrong hands, it is going to get into the wrong hands.
It's
Somebody
already
is
in the
going to
wrong
get
hands.
the technology, and they're going to use it for bad. Guess what? We're in trouble. Are you kidding me? I mean, their minds are so fascinated with stuff like this that man.
Let's look at their other technology. Huh?
They got more?
They got more. Hold on, Nance. I hate to cut you out, but let's look at the other technology that these people got. They are kicking America's
Breaking
ass.
news.
Let's go.
China
Run
has
this.
successfully ignited its first artificial sun, the HL3 tokamak in Hefei, reaching a staggering 120 million degrees. While this breakthrough in nuclear fusion is being hailed as a significant achievement, experts are warning about the potential for catastrophic consequences if this immense energy source spirals out of control. The HL3 tokamak harnesses intense magnetic fields to contain superheated plasma, far hotter than the sun itself. If the delicate balance of these fields were to collapse, the resulting energy release could lead to a meltdown on an unprecedented scale. Such an event could cause massive electromagnetic pulses, taking down power grids and leaving major cities in darkness. The aftermath of such a failure would be far-reaching. Uncontrolled plasma would spread hazardous radiation, poisoning air, water, and land. The environmental destruction would be severe, making large areas uninhabitable and threatening lives across entire regions. Beyond the immediate hazards, this technology's potential instability recalls past energy disasters, such as the Chernobyl and Fukushima nuclear accidents. While those involved fission reactors, the lessons about the dangers of uncontained energy remain relevant. A failure within the HL3 reactor could lead to a disaster of a different kind, but with similarly devastating consequences for both the environment and human health. If a containment breach occurred, the destruction of critical communication systems could disrupt entire societies. Essential networks like transportation, finance, and healthcare would grind to a halt, triggering a chain reaction of crises across the globe. Given these risks, The focus now must be on ensuring the safety of nuclear fusion advancements to avoid repeating the tragic mistakes of past energy catastrophes.
These mugs are made of sun. Oh, like I say, one more time. If there's any speckle of truth to any of this, they made an artificial sun.
They ain't playing fair.
They're not playing fair at all.
They cheat. they got the cheat code. For real.
Not Nancy. I know you over there itching. Talk to me now. Come on, man. Artificial sun. Come on, man.
Are you kidding me? Just worse than Chernobyl. It's like they get more and more arrogant and narcissistic about how far they're going to push things. And now all of this crazy, good gracious of life. Didn't we just have an issue with Microsoft and the banks throughout the world? Now, if something happens with this, guess what? A whole lot of stuff is going to be affected.
The fact that they say like if it goes bad, if it don't go according to plan, right? We may have to deal with some disrespectful shit on the way. Of course, you are harvesting so much energy on this earth artificially, and if it gets out of your control, like some other things that get out of control. You remember the movie Terminator?
But I'm just saying, what if they want to just have a little one just get out of control? Because we know that we always over there sneaking, trying to see what they doing, and they just let a little one get out of control. Everybody hurt.
Everybody hurt.
And it's I don't know how many of them, but it's enough of them where they could be like, yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. We can recover.
We'll rebuild.
We'll revisit this. We got enough people to figure this out on the next.
They got an emperor, right? Yeah, they ain't got no terms.
There's about 17 billion people over there.
That many?
It's a lot. It's a lot of billions. It's a lot of billions. Now, I want to show you this next video, right? Because you remember the Terminator, right?
Of course.
As far as things,
it's a classic.
As far as things getting out of control and out of hand.
That movie was definitely out of control and out of hand.
So, right, they say you create a monster, you let your monster get out of control, your ass ain't be able to control this monster, right? And then they showed us this in the Terminator, where they say we're gonna have Skynet, it's gonna create this wonderful world for you, woo, woo, woo. And then we all know the classic movie, The Terminator comes, and it's, we go to the future, and it's all disrespected, right?
True.
Let's play this next video real quick, okay? And you tell me if this is similar to the damn Terminator. Let's run it.
Skynet is now online.
Wow. Gifyon is going to be a factory of intelligence. And this factory of intelligence is a new industry that never existed before. It sits on top of the IT industry. We're inventing something fundamentally new.
How ironic that just days before the Terminator's 30th anniversary, NVIDIA founder and CEO Jensen Huang, along with the King of Denmark, launched the country's largest AI supercomputer.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Skynet, Gifyon, aims to drive breakthroughs in quantum computing, clean energy, biotechnology, and other areas that benefit both Danish society and the world. Yeah, right, I've heard that before.
In a few months, he creates a revolutionary type of microprocessor.
Go on. Then what?
In 3 years, Cyberdyne will become the largest supplier of military computer systems. All stealth bombers are upgraded with Cyberdyne computers, becoming fully unmanned. Afterwards, they fly with a perfect operational record. The Skynet funding bill is passed. The system goes online on August 4th, 1997. Human decisions are removed from strategic defense. Skynet begins to learn at a geometric rate. It becomes self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29th.
Interesting. Nancy, talk to me.
Man. Just like in Terminator and iRobot and etc. They keep saying about, we keep putting so much confidence in technology to the point where
Yes.
they're trying to make it easier for us, and so that I'm sorry, but you're making it harder for us, because guess what? These computers.
Mm, mm. Well, call Nancy back real quick. Now, right. So I'm not sure if we listened or heard those dates. Right. You were saying 1997, whatever, blah, 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 7, right? Let's keep that number 7 right there. That number 7. We are in 2024, going to 2025, right?
Mm-hmm.
If this bill just passed, right, in 2024, then the timeline is lined up. It's perfect, just how they wanted to be in the fucking movie, right? In real life, right? So in let's say 2027, right? After, was it Giffion done become a little bit more aware of itself? Yeah, I've been saying this shit for a long time. 2029 is gonna be a strange time for us to witness as human beings on this earth. Like we gonna see some crazy weird shit. And they already showing us now. We got drones coming from overseas out the fucking water, if that's true, right? In our airspace over military bases and shit, and they don't know nothing about it. They ain't shooting them down. It's a lot of. You play chess. You set up those pieces.
All the pieces on the board, and then you sacrifice whatever you need to accomplish the checkmate.
I get it.
They putting strategic pieces on the board, and they taking strategic pieces off.
Strategic. Huh. That is a hell of a word. It's right next to stem cells. This next video, right? we gonna get into, because I don't even want to really get into it because we don't have much time, because I gotta get ready to go. But we doomed. Okay, if people think that AI is good for us, you got a robot in your house taking care of everything for you. Woo, woo, woo. We are doomed. Plain and simple, straight up. I'll reiterate on it later on. All I know is I don't like it. I feel like it's not a good thing for us as a human civilization to have this type of technology that has self-awareness. The fuck, once it gets the ability to have emotion. Next video. Come on, man.
I mean, emotion. I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in that's called S9-E2, which takes the egg of a young.
Next one, right, is talking about how important it is for black women to have, or the monopoly that black women have in this world, based upon their menstrual cycle, their DNA, all that shit, right? Friend, check this out. Check out what young Peter Nygert said.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go ahead and take it out.
Influence?
Huh? And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
I pay you $100?
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500. Whoever I bid, he's going to outbid me. That's about $60,000 of eggs. Yeah. If you have an abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, and a placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. When you regard it as waste, then it actually should be. It should be captured. It's recycled, and it should go to waste.
Hey, do you see them women's faces? They looking like this is so fucking uncomfortable. Are you serious right now?
I mean, dude, look like you understand me, Bram Stoker little nephew.
Definitely.
Off in 50 bands.
Definitely.
And went into full detail.
Look, the first dude, like, look,
I mean,
he trying to run game on, like, hey man, we give you $100. $100.
He was cheapskate.
He's the petty one. The other one got the money. He like, look, we ain't gonna bullshit you. 50, 60. No, he said 60, right?
Yeah,
60 racks.
Yeah, yes.
Per egg. First of all, that's just shining a light right there. Like, damn, they really want them eggs. It got to be something in the period blood that you really need.
Is this why the shouties been missing?
Like the kids and the black women come up missing? Now that's a good point. I like that.
Cause that's a cat they let out the bag. You can't put, what they say, you can't put the toothpaste back in the.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube once you squeeze it out. So yeah, straight up, like we have over easy. We'll just say 50,000. I don't even know the number, right? I ain't gonna throw a number out there I don't know. I'll say easy 50,000 people go missing in this country. That's nowhere near the number that's really projected. And a lot of them is black women, a lot of them is kids that come up missing. Yeah, so, and then you wonder, where's all these bodies? I don't know. We'll get into that next time where they could possibly be, but we got some crazy ass folk, and that's one of them. Let's look at this next crazy ass person. Who the fuck is this?
After a woman in Louisiana allegedly killed her boyfriend's 6-year-old daughter, put her body in a 10-gallon bucket, and left the little girl's body on her mother's front lawn.
In her.
Wednesday morning, 6-year-old Bella Fontanelle's father reported his daughter missing. Hours later, the kindergartner's body was discovered in a bucket on her mother's front lawn. Investigators say the woman responsible for Fontanelle's death is her father's girlfriend, 43-year-old Hannah Landon. Landon allegedly pulled the wagon down the street with no attempt to hide the dead child, even as a vehicle drives past her. Officials say they later found Landon at a local hospital. She was taken into custody and booked in the Jefferson Parish Jail.
That's what's going on in the country, right? Just over that area, right? There's more going on all over, of course, right? We got stuff going on in New York, Louisiana. We got stuff going on in Vegas, all over the place, right? This one to me is crazy. Like, we are in a world where I told one of my partners one day something that kind of fucked him up, right? I said, we see a lot of things on TV that they allow us to see or they want us to see, right? But what about the stuff they don't want us to see? That's the scary shit, right?
Yeah.
So now we see people dragging kids down the street in buckets.
Man.
Down a residential, like, I'm finna go dump this off real quick. Just imagine the things that ain't being reported. The things that we are not supposed to be told about.
Yeah, because she wasn't trying to get away with it. She took it.
She dropped it off like, look, I'm tired of this. You can have this. Here's your... That's so disrespectful. Look, I got...
That's evil, man.
Evil.
Demonic.
Definitely demonic.
You put a child in a bucket and walk down the street? That's...
In a red wagon. The arrogance of people. Like police still killing us. Killing people, right? Check out what's going on in Vegas, man. Let's check out this video real quick.
Man.
A family in Las Vegas is demanding answers after a father was shot and killed by police in his own home. Newly released police body cam video shows this. 43-year-old Brandon Durham struggling with an alleged intruder last week before an officer opens fire.
Police arrived at this Las Vegas residence responding to a potential home invasion. The caller, real estate agent Brandon Durham, who told the operator that he and his daughter were going to lock themselves in their rooms.
Hey, they said they made entry. We got to go in there.
The video shows Officer Alexander Bookman entering the house.
Kick it!
Then he sees two people struggling with a knife.
Hey, drop the knife!
The officer fires his weapon, striking Durham. We're freezing the video before he goes down. Bookman then fires 5 more rounds at Durham on the ground.
Put your hands up!
He was pronounced dead at the scene.
He was screaming for help in his home with a visible intruder in a red hoodie and a ski mask. And you shoot my brother?
And now his family's pushing for answers.
and he called the police for safety, and instead he was brutally murdered. Someone needs to explain to me why my son is not here with us today.
Bookman is now on paid leave while Las Vegas Metro PD investigates whether he acted appropriately or should face criminal charges.
Like I said last time we met up, right? It's like it's always a trend, man. When we get new presidents or whatever, it's always got to be some type of law enforcement or something that's killing, you know what I mean, a minority. I don't even want to say minority, majority. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, there has to be more to it. There has to be more to it. Like, you just gonna walk in this man's house after he called y'all, and you shoot the person that don't even look like a suspect. You shoot the person that's naked. You gonna?
It makes absolutely no sense. And you know, I was telling you, I got family out there, man. And he kind of talked to me and told me like there's a different element to the story. To like, just go in a little detail. He was saying that that this had been an ongoing issue before they actually shot this individual, the brother. Yeah. So apparently, about maybe 5 or 6 individuals have been victimized the same way.
Prior to this.
Yes, and from the discussion we had, that almost all the individuals were non-melanated. You know what I'm saying?
The ones that house got kicked in.
Yeah, they these word on the street was like shouties, like some teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Like man, like really like a TikTok joint, like a challenge. Like they kick your dough in, they ain't gonna take nothing. They just gonna scare you, make you dookie on yourself. And they did it to like the brother, man. And is the part that's almost unconscionable is that the police force is aware of it. So you hear it when she's describing it. She's telling you the officer already knew what they was expecting. And so for them to shoot the brother, the grown man that called you, and they know he called. You know what I'm saying? So to go in there and shoot him, and you see how it kind of play out. They shoot him, he ain't dead, and then they let off like 5 more shots. Screaming, you hear from the cam footage screaming, put your hand down. After you let off 5 shots, so that's 6 shots to the man's body, and you still talking to a dead body. We done seen it time and time again on, the footage that be leaked out. You know what I'm saying? When people catch incidents on their phones and stuff, man, they play that game. It's almost like it's a freebie.
That's bogus, man. I feel like they took the opportunity to take advantage of the situation. Because you saying prior to this, it was already 4 or 5, whatever, incidences that happened just like this, right? And it was white folks' houses being kicked in.
Yes, man.
Okay. And they knew about this, right? They get a call.
Police report, man.
They get a call, and it's similar to what they already fucking know what's going on in their city. You show up, you see that there's 2 people that don't look white. So you take this opportunity now, I'm going to shoot one now, finally. Cause they wrestling over a motherfucking knife. Come on, man.
Yeah, but you know the MO is a red hoodie and a mask.
Wait, so that's the description at all times? A red hoodie and a mask, but yet you shoot the naked motherfucker.
You shoot a naked grown man.
Yeah,
that's why I say it seemed like a freebie. When you put it all together and say, hold up, you knew. So you can't say that you made a mistake with that knowledge beforehand.
No, that was intentional.
You know what I'm saying?
That was intentional. I want to know what Nancy thinks about this one, man.
Man,
Straight
Cuzzo, she got something to say.
I'm just like really pissed about it because this keeps happening time and time again. This is us. 5 times, and you're gonna yell at him, tell him, put your hands up, and then you shoot him 5 times. Are you kidding me? 5 times. This happens over and over again. This is us. We're gonna treat you like the animals. Like that brother from last week talking about something. This is because Black people are always in trouble. Look, and that's how we are targeted. That's how we are treated. Like we're always in trouble. Get rid of the problem. And guess what? that officer's gonna get off as a result, because we've seen it time and time and time and time again, because they believe that they were in the right. This is the results of our justice system. Our justice system here in America just sucks because it's not designed for us, in my opinion. It's not designed to protect us. It's designed to keep us like in check. And 5 times, and the perpetrator was right there. And instead of you going over, at least they didn't even do like either a warning shot or anything. Just straight up, it's a black man, shoot him. That's exact. It's like that was that what is it called? That laser beam that be on those the guns and etc.
The beam.
That's what our black skin was. Shoot them, and that's what it is. If it's black, guess what? We get to treat them however way we feel the need to treat them, because they don't deserve to be treated like human beings. They don't deserve to be respected. Just kill them. Oh man. And then right now he's on administrative duty, administrative leave with pay.
Oh, with pay?
With pay.
You know what? So what I've noticed, right? This is me, right? I did a little bit of time, and I kind of figured out how they put all this together as far as how do you calculate time, right? So, for example, misdemeanor, right? Depends on the state. All states are different. Okay. You get a misdemeanor of 1,000, whatever. It may be a misdemeanor 1 or 2, whatever the fuck. It's all based upon the dollar amount, right? So you wonder how in the hell do somebody get 25 to life? It's based upon that person you just took out. That person was worth damn near $1 million. That's why, you know what I'm saying, it was 25 to life. Why? Because if your body is in the motherfucking state or feds or whatever, per day is $80 or whatever fuck per day, right? 80 times however many days gives you how many years you need to pay for fucking up the books. So if I'm a civilian, I shoot somebody, kill somebody, whatever the hell, it's a kid, 10-year-old, whatever, I'm gonna get 25 to life. Why? Because the state said that 10-year-old had the potential to generate all this money throughout their lifetime, and you fucked up the books. So in order for you to fix the books, you need to sit down for these XYZ amount of days in jail to fix the books. Now, if a police officer kill you, a public servant kill you, right? Okay, he didn't fuck the books up. He works for the system, right? So therefore, with that being said, oh, you know what? You took care of a situation for us. We good. We're gonna give you paid leave. You know what I'm saying? You can relax and chill. You good. 6 months. Don't even trip. We got you. But if I did some shit like that, yeah, you're going to need to sit your ass down. Now, if I killed, say, for instance, an 85-year-old, they may give me like 5 years. Why? Because they got the money. The state got the money out of that person that whole time. So you ain't going to get no more money out of this person. He retired. So that's how I see how they accumulate the funds and get the bread from a person being dead. And if a police officer or a public fucking servant does it, it's cool. You ain't fuck up the books.
You kill 85 years, that's going to be a senior citizen extra charge. They going to get you about 85, 95 years.
No, they ain't. They're going to give you 180 days. Time served. Oh, man, I don't want to laugh at that, but it's bogus, man. I don't like it. It's fucked up. And I'm going to do like this, right? Because we got to end it on a good note, man. We got to end it on a good note. Let's play this next video, right? Because this is how I be feeling, right? When I be driving down the road, right? I'm not sure how it is in other states. But here in Colorado, if you don't show up to these town hall meetings, these white folks is going to make sure that there's a bike lane in your community, right? So let's check out what I would do.
In the bike lane?
If you was in my lane.
A juicy, sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taken.
Stop it. Bring us back. My bad. That's the wrong one. I want to talk about this one. I think this is the next video. But this video, real quick, right, is more like a, how would you call it? The devil is a lie.
The devil is a lie.
The devil is a lie. This is talking about some 3D meat. Now,
I ain't going for it.
You can eat the 3D meat if you want to. I'm not fucking with it, okay? We don't even know what's 3D meat no more because they make it look so real. Let me show you this video of some 3D meat.
We got to bless your bowels.
A juicy, sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
Oh my God.
The devil is a lie.
Oh my God, buddy.
The devil
You're
is a
making
lie.
me, man, fuck all
I
that.
mean,
Oh,
you
God,
gonna serve
You
me
in my lane. You in my lane.
some Play-Doh?
That's the video I want to show you. Hold on, my fault. I had extra stuff going on over here, my bad. But
Some
speak
Play-Doh.
on it, 3D meat.
Play-Doh with barbecue sauce?
I'm not doing it. The crazy part is we don't know what the 3D meat though, right? So I've learned, right? When I look at chicken and I open it up, right? If it's stringy or any beef, if it's stringy, right? That's the 3D meat. So we up here eating some printed meat.
They done 3D'd it they done 3D'd us since COVID. They been hitting up with the 3D since COVID. Ah, that's what the vaccine was for. So you can stomach the 3D.
So you can stomach the 3D. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh,
cause
you eating some 3D meat, Nancy? You fucking with the 3D?
With some hickory barbecue sauce.
That's me. I ain't the one. That's so nasty.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Wait. He said some Play-Doh with barbecue sauce on it. Okay, all right. let's get to the next one. Because if you ain't checking your meat when you buying your food at Walmart, King Soopers, Kroger's, Smith's, whatever you going to, yeah, that's on you. You might have some 3D print in your freezer. Now, like I was saying before,
man,
this is what I would do.
My
right?
food got to be breathing now.
Okay. So this is what I would do, right? If you in my lane, okay, you better put that damn bike to the right side. Get in your lane. They painted it for a reason. You went to these town hall meetings so you could get your lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be in the street.
You hit him with the looter. You gonna hit him with the looter.
Move. Let's run it. Let me show you what I do. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. Straight up. Oh man, this is funny.
Oh my God, buddy. You're making me, man, fuck all that. Oh, God, you in my lane. You in my lane.
Run it back.
President Biden announced that he's commuting the sentences of roughly.
Oh my God, buddy. You're making me, man, fuck all that. Oh, God, you in my lane. You in my lane. Oh my God, buddy. You're making me, man, fuck all that. Oh, God, you in my lane. You in my lane. Oh my God, buddy.
Oh, don't be in my lane. I swear, I almost did it for real, though. Like for real. Like, cause they was taunting me, man. They riding on the side of me, talking about, you blah blah blah. I said, okay, all right. I damn near nicked him, but he said,
gotta move.
You in my lane. You in my lane.
Oh, man.
I love it, man. Hey, man, it's good talking to you, Nancy. Good talking to you, Alabama Enoch, man. I got to get out of here, man.
Me too.
Yes. Oh, man. Till next time, man.
Yes, sir.
Nancy.
2025.
I'll holler at you in a minute.
That's all.
We out.
2025.
I'll let you, babe.
Yes, sir.
That was stupid. Fake.